We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They run. Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Hey, high 7. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coaching spell. Lady. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch run.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hey, Alpha.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 80 weapons. Hey, exit.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these ladies.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Star Latulele able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, nothing.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
53, Mike.
In your face.
Regular. Check. Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll They'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
40.
Mike, 44.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Bravo!
Check 53's Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Mike, 53.
Monday.
Mike.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
50's the Mike.
Watch the backer.
Darnold on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bills Jets come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 25 on second down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On first down, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
40. I don't think you got it, sir.
Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, Cap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check. 3 down. Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
5 wide.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroom. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen got him in. It's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down, Bills.
Check.
Check. 53's right. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On play action, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
General West.
Mike 50, huh? 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Check 99, check 99.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Middle. Check.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check 50. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. 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 Check 4.
Red 80. Pilot 64, weak.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Number 83. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper.
Again, Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Check. Fresno. Safe.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mike.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen. And able to find John Brown. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On first down, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
6'6", pull it high.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1.